Welcome back to the last video about this small demonstration game of 18 OL. We are in round 6, the final round. Player 1 is yellow, and yellow has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 counting share certificates. And I think he will do revenue action right away. So the OWB for 12, 20, 23, 26, and 32, like last time. He pays that out. That's 160 for him. So 219. The share price goes up by 2 columns. And here is double OWB, so 64, that's 218. And that's all the OWBs in the game. Then the DHB here starts here, and from Oldenburg, then Quakenbrück, Klomburg, Badenburg, Hude, Oldenburg. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that means he gets 8, 10, 14, 17, 20, 30. He has 6 shares, so that's 180. He gets then 399. And there is also a DHB out there, a double share, that's then 336. 336. And the double jump. The green player does a build action, and the JWO builds this. The Oldenburg builds this. The red player, player 3, does a build action, and he builds that with the OKB, with the JCE, and that with the OKB. And he has still money for a token, so he tokens here. So that's a token built from the OKB. The blue player does a revenue action. And now, because this is blocked, he must recalculate. He goes, the large stations are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And that means he has 7, 11, 13, 21, 22, 25, 26, 28, 30, 33, 36, 46. So that's still 46. And he pays that out. That's 240, 276 for him. And 276, that means he has altogether 276, 612. And that's a double jump. And here is 92, so that's 491. And there are no other CB things. The yellow player, he chooses a stock market action and buys this share. And that's huge. I think blue should have done that. Yeah. That's Udam share costs him 260, so he has left 231. Then player 2, the green player, he does a trains action, and the JWO buys this 6 train for 105. And the GUE buys back the other 6 train for 5. The red player does a revenue action. And the OKB with a 7+ train, 6, 9, and 8 is 17, and 5 is 22, 23, 26, 31, and the coastal bonus 35, 38, 41, 43, 45, 46, 49, 50, 56. So that's 56 for the OKB. And he pays that out times 6, so that's 336. 336, that makes it to 554. Does anyone else have the OKB? Yes, here he has. So that's 112, 419, 419. And a double jump for the OKB. The JCE starts here. That's 1 together, 2, 3, 4, 4.5, 5.5. So that's 3, 5, 14, 20, 28, 31, 39. 39. And he pays that out. Times 5, that's 195 for him. So that's 749. Who has also JCE? He has 2 JCEs. That's 78, so that's 309. And here is a share that's 39, so that's 651. And here are 2 shares, that's 78, that's together 97, 497. And 2 columns up. Yeah, well, you could also swallow that. That does not make no sense. That doesn't make sense. Not really. And that's player 3. Then player 4, the blue player. The blue player buys some shares, goes up to the stock market. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 3 shares to buy. And that will be, it could be even a new corporation, but now the MHE, to start the MHE now, that wouldn't be feasible. So he buys 2 OKBs. So then a GUE. So that's together 130, 220, 350. 350, so he has left 301. The yellow player does a build action. The DHB builds this up. The OWB tries to build this. Player 2, the green player. The green player, and he builds. So the JWO grades up this. And the GUE grades up this and puts a token here. 100. Then the red player does a stock market action, and he buys, well, that's quite limited what he has to buy. He wants to buy 3 shares, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So he buys 3 shares, that's that. And also can't buy an OKB. So he has to choose between OWB and DHB. And I think that would be them speaking for the OWB. So he buys 2 CME and 1 double OWB. That's 380, 480, 550. So he has 209 left. And player 4, the blue player, has enough, so he does a build action. And for the CME, there's nothing he could improve here, so he doesn't build anything. And then player 1, the yellow player, he does a build action, OWB and that one. He builds this here, the OWB, and with the DHB he builds that up. Then player 2, the green player, must do a revenue action. 6, 14, 24, 27, 30, and 30 and 12 is 42, 44, 47. Now that's the original 47. And that's paid out. And 47 times 6 is 282. 282, that means 782, 779. Double jump. And other JWO owners here, that's 47, so 356. None and 3, that's 3 times 47, that's 190, that's 161, so 362. And that's the JWO. The GUE should have a little bit more, 6, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 9, 12, 15, 17, 17 and 9 is 26, 32, 42. And that times 7 is 294. 294, that's 1073. 1073. And the GUE here has 42, that's 404. The double share of the GUE, that's 84, so that's 400 and 84, that's 440. And a double jump. So the red player does a build action, but there is nothing to build, I think. So he passes, and so does the OKB. And with that note, the player 4, the blue player, does last action in the normal round. And he 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And he builds something. Does he build anything? No, he doesn't. And he is also, he passes also, or he doesn't pass, but he does a build action and doesn't build a tile, which is equivalent to passing. That was a normal round. Now we have the special sub-round in which 2 consecutive revenue order actions will be taken by each player. There will nothing happen because every corporation has a train, so we simply calculate the revenue for each corporation, double it and add it to the end result and change the stock market prices accordingly. And we do that off camera.